Enjoy this free preview from MyOutdoorTV. With the largest library of outdoor shows, we're the home of the adventurous, the champions, the legends. MyOutdoorTV. Try us free.
Welcome to Predator Nation. I'm your host, Fred Eichler, and this week, we're gonna take you lion hunting. Oh, nice shot! Look at the size of this.
That's why you do it right there.
Look at the size of the teeth on that badger. Colorado Bobcat.
Nice shot, Bob.
Bang! Oh my God. It really is a monster. Great job. You got it, buddy. Predator Nation is presented by Rock River Arms. You know, lions are an apex predator. They're at the top of the food chain here in Colorado. A mountain lion can be devastating on mule deer, elk, and all kinds of different prey animals. On average, a mountain lion, a mature lion, kills a deer or an elk once every 5 to 10 days. That's pretty incredible. If you start adding up how many thousands and thousands of lions there are in Colorado, that's a lot of animals. I can't add that high or that fast. But we always try to manage the predators on the ranches that we hunt as well as on our place. And every year, it seems like we have more and more mountain lions. You know, I love mountain lions as much as the next person. And seeing a mountain lion or just seeing a mountain lion track gets me excited because I know I live in a wild country where mountain lions call home. But at the same time, do I want a lot of lions or want them right behind the house? Not so much. You know, when it comes to predators and prey, there's a delicate balance. And I think the Colorado Division of Wildlife does a great job balancing them. Take mountain lions, for example. You know, the Game Commission allows a certain number of lions to be harvested in different units. Not only do they track that, but they also have GPS coordinates on every lion that's killed in the state. So the Game Commission is constantly monitoring mountain lion populations and the health of the lions to make sure they're not being overhunted or underhunted. To give you an idea of how many mountain lions there are, the season this year ended early. Mountain lion season usually runs from November through the end of March and even April if the quotas aren't met. In my area this year, it ended in about 2 months. That's really quick. Well, over the summer and even early in the fall, we were finding quite a few mountain lion kills. Me and my son, when we were going camping, even had a lion cross right in front of us, right behind the house. So I knew we were getting a few too many mountain lions right around the house. You know, with horses, cows, goats, chickens, hounds, and kids, I don't like the lions when they get right up near the house. And that's one of the reasons we hunt them. We also hunt them because they're fun to hunt. It's a great time. It's a good time outdoors with the family and friends or clients that we take. And the meat is absolutely amazing. They also make a pretty dang cool trophy on the wall. You know, we've harvested quite a few mountain lions here on the ranch, not only for clients, but for our family as well. A few years ago, we took Danny Ferris when he was working with Bowhunter Magazine's TV show, and he came out and shot his very first lion here on the ranch. He shot it with his Hoyt recurve, and talk about a guy that was pretty excited, well, that would have been Danny. It was a really cool hunt because our oldest boys were along. They actually even found the lion track. Got to give them credit there. I didn't find it. But I turned the hounds loose and we got that big cat treat for Danny. It was a beautiful big tom and it was a lot of fun.
You got
it. Nice job, brother. Nice job, buddy. Nice job.
Doing this out here with my buddy Fred is awesome. But doing it out here with our boys that are, man, they're turning into young men right in front of us. It makes it even better. It's just, I'd like to go on, but I gotta put him down. What a big old cat.
My wife's also harvested a beautiful lion on the ranch, and she knew it was here because she said, you know, the horses are acting awful crazy. I think there's a lion around. I went out the next morning and sure enough, cut a big lion track right near our horse pasture. Well, I turned my hounds loose and it didn't take long for them to put a cat up in the tree for my wife, Michelle.
Good shot, baby. Hold on. Good shot, baby.
On our ranch.
That's bigger than your first cat. Hey, nice shot. Look at the exit on that.
Here's my wife's beautiful cat. She got this morning. This is actually a really, really large female, and that's what I told her when we got to the track. I said, honey, looking at the track, we're talking about a really big female or medium-sized tom. Good girl, Rhonda. Good girl, Rhonda.
Well, we've had a lot of fun over the years chasing mountain lions here on the ranch. Danny's harvested a lion, my wife's harvested a lion here. I shot a beautiful lion here with my recurve. So we try and keep them thinned out, but they're always around. Predator Nation is brought to you by Four Rivers Equipment, your working partner. Cabela's, it's in your nature. Outdoor Edge, the official knives of Fred Eichler and Predator Nation. Fox Pro, high performance game calls. Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. Loophole, America's optics authority. Well, we've got a lot of great people that help us out here at Full Draw Outfitters in Southern Colorado, and two of the guides teamed up to catch one of our clients a beautiful mountain lion. Well, Guide Carlos and Guide Kyle did a great job running my hounds and putting a beautiful cat in the tree for Steve. Steve made a great shot on this mountain lion, and it was his first cat. Well, lion hunting isn't always easy. Steve had come out the year before with another one of our guides and never cut a track or saw a lion. But this year, both Carlos and Kyle tag teamed and caught Steve a beautiful cat.
Well, congratulations, Steve. It was a pleasure hunting with you today.
It was great hunting with you.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to make this work out.
Yeah.
It was a heck of a track job. I'd say, Carlos, we went like 7 or 8 miles, something like that. It's amazing these Garmin dog tracking devices are just so handy. I mean, you know, I was able to go all the way around the mountain, probably, what, 3 or 4 mile loop to switch back around, and it comes down to losing dogs just as well. You can figure out where they're at too. So these Garmins are just great.
Well, our client Steve wasn't the only one to harvest a cat on our ranch this year. Trent had been itching to go, so when we had good conditions, all the guides went out looking for lion tracks. Well, Carlos called me up and said, Fred, he says, I cut a lion track. He says, and it killed an elk. I was like, oh, it killed another elk. We had been finding quite a few dead elk and dead deer that we recognized as lion kills. Lions usually cover it up after they kill their prey so they can come back and feed on it over a few days. On lion kills, there's also usually a cut across the nose or a bite on the neck, or you could see where they've choked them out on the throat, so they're usually pretty identifiable as mountain lion kills. This is where the delicate balance between predators and prey, and even predators and predators, is very precarious, and it's hard to manage. For example, I've noticed in Colorado, as the coyote population increases, mountain lions are actually killing more game animals. I say that because when a mountain lion kills a deer or an elk, they usually feed off it for a few days up to a week. What I've seen with the increase in population of coyotes, what's happening is these lion kills are getting taken over almost immediately by a lot of coyotes. So instead of being able to feed off that kill for a few days or a week like usual, that mountain lion's moving on and having to kill another animal. That's another reason to harvest coyotes and to keep that predator-predator relationship even as well. Well, during the early fall, we found quite a few lion kills. Finally, once lion season started, we found another elk calf kill right off the road. The lion had choked out this elk calf and covered it up in brush. We set up an Ameristep blind and decided to watch it to see if we could harvest a lion if it came back in. Unfortunately, 2 coyotes came right into the kill and started cleaning it up. That mountain lion didn't come back to that calf elk kill, which it normally would have. I guarantee that lion didn't go hungry though. It went right back out to hunting and killed another deer or another elk. You know, it was a shame watching these 2 coyotes come in and tear up this mountain lion's kill. I knew the lion's plan was to come back. That's why it had covered it up after it killed it. A lot of times it takes a lot out of a mountain lion, bringing down a calf or even a mule deer or an elk, and sometimes it'll only eat a little bit, or it'll make the kill, cover it up, go rest up, and then come back to feed. With too many coyotes, well, that's a problem, and the lion can't do that. When it comes back to feed, it finds that that animal has already been eaten up, so it's time to go hunt again.
Right in the center of the back. Okay, take your time. So here's a fresh elk kill. Look at this lion track right here. See the fresh lion track right there? And then you can see, oh yeah, that was eaten on. They ate the front shoulder out of that elk. Look at that. We're trying to figure out, we got lion tracks all over. It looked like a male and a female. We're trying to turn dogs loose on the freshest track, leaving this. All right, Carlos.
The lion had fed a little bit on the shoulder meat and had gone up in the rocks after that. So now all I had to do was find the freshest track, because there were tracks going in and out of this kill, and try and turn the hounds loose and see if we could get my son Trent his first lion. Well, I led up the hill with some of the hounds, found the fresh track, and dropped the dogs off. You talk about exciting. The dogs hit that fresh trail and they raced out of there.
Come on, guys. Yep.
Well, after a hike up and down a few mountains and across a big meadow, we could hear the dogs barking trees. I checked my Garmin and it confirmed that the dogs were treeing right in front of us. Now, this was the last day I was going to be home before the ATA show, which is the archery trade show that was going to take place in Indianapolis. This was literally the last day I had to try and get Trent his lion. I was as excited as he was as we came through the brush and spotted the lion's big tail hanging down from the limb. Trent was using my Rock River Arms in 223, the rifle that I helped design.
All right, you see it good? All right, so take your time, squeeze it real slow, right in the center of the back. Okay, shoot again. Take your time, shoot it again.
You know, Trent's a heck of a shot with a rifle, but I tell you, when the adrenaline's pumping, sometimes it's hard to keep those crosshairs off.
There it is right there, Trent. Right there, it gets in the top, right in the chest. Oh, nice shot! Stay on him, Jebber. That's a dead cat. They got him, hold on.
Well, the dogs did a great job, and Trent had his very first lion.
And this cat had jumped a couple trees as we were going through there. So when we had it up in this one, I said it'll be good for the dogs. They're smart, they'll stay back. And Trent made a great shot with the Rock River Arms. Nice job, buddy.
Thank you.
And we're running the silencer, which is kind of nice. So we didn't have to have hearing protection, wasn't too loud. Oh, nice shot! I'm Fred Eichler, here with Carlos, who helped us out finding this track. We found the lion kill, and then the problem was there were tracks all over. So I climbed up on the mountain. I kept looking at tracks going, no, no, no. And then there were 2 tracks going up, and then they split, and I kept going up through the rocks, and finally I was like, that's the one we got to turn the dogs loose on, right there. It's not frost in it, it's not frozen. Let's turn the hounds loose right there. So, pretty dang cool. Good job, Joy. Good job.
Closed captioning presented by Realtree. Family, friends, and the outdoors. Predator Nation is brought to you by Tenzing. Go further, hunt longer. Rock River Arms. We build your rifle. Taurus. Making better guns. Benjamin Air Guns. go beyond the backyard. Yeti, built for the wild.
Oh, nice shot! This lion jumped on the back of this elk way up there. It ran up the hill with the lion on its back. It fell a couple times. You could see where they were fighting here, 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 and finally killed it right here. See where it ate right there?
Yep.
Look at that.
Licked it.
Look at that. See where it went in? Ate that whole front shoulder. And they've got super, look at that. It looks like you fleshed that out with an outdoor edge knife, doesn't it? Look at how clean that is.
Tongue.
And you can see the bite. Look at the bites in here. And it literally took all this out. So it ate all that good meat all the way up the shoulder, and would have, if we didn't take it, come back and finished eating here, and then probably killed another elk. So we're starting to realize, and I think, you know, biologists are starting to realize how many animals, mature, healthy animals, that these lions take. This is kind of crazy. Look at that. That elk. That's fresh too. See all the marrow?
Oh, yeah.
That elk probably broke its leg in those rocks. But what's neat is you can see the lion tracks in the snow all through here. That's lion tracks there. And this lion was coming in and out of here feeding on this elk. And here's a perfect lion track right here, right at the hind quarter of that elk. And you can see where that elk fell right here. Look at that. The elk fell right here. So people think that lions kill efficiently, and they do kill animals pretty quickly, but you know, when you've got a lion attacking something that's 4 times its size, it's not a quick kill sometimes. Look at the lion tracks right here. That lion was right up in here where it's all bit down and choked this elk out, crushed its esophagus right in here and choked it out. It would have been something else to see real time. Pretty incredible what they can do and what they can kill. Pretty awesome, huh?
Oh, yeah.
We brought this cat back to the elk that it killed, and it's pretty neat seeing the story in the snow. And look at this. That's the business end of a mountain lion right there that can do things like that. Pretty dang cool. Hey, I'm Fred Eichler with my son Trent, and you're watching Predator Nation. Trent just shot his first mountain lion at 12 years old. Pretty dang cool, huh?
Yeah. They're beautiful.
They are beautiful. All right, let's get him back. We gotta get him checked in with the Game Commission.
Alrighty.
Gotta get him checked in with the game warden, and then we'll skin him out.
Alrighty.
All right.
You know, it's always a celebration in our house when anybody harvests an animal, so it was really neat to share it with not only my good friend Mike Palmer, who came over to check out Trent's lion, but also with my wife and all the other people that were gathered up to check out Trent's very first lion kill.
Now it's time for Making It Pay, brought to you by Outdoor Edge, makers of the sharpest, strongest replacement blade knives and the official knives of Predator Nation.
Well, one of Trent's shots came through the chest, came out right here on that cat. But what we're gonna do for your Outdoor Edge tip of the week, I'm gonna show you what you need to do to make a rug out of this cat. So what I'm gonna do is literally go right to the center of the chest, but I'm gonna take advantage of that hole that Trent's already put in there with that bullet. That Hornady made a pretty good hole. I'm gonna go right up to the paw there. Then I'm gonna come right down here, and I'm gonna come to the center of the chest. Now I'm gonna cross across, and I'm gonna stay right in the middle of this leg, and I'm gonna come up right along the side of that dew claw right there, right again up to the paw here. Then I'm gonna keep that cat centered for me, Trent, right there. You're doing great. I'm gonna come up all the way back here, staying right in the center of this cat. and I'm gonna go right to here. Then the only other cuts that you have to make is literally they're gonna spread this cat out for a rug. So again, I'm starting right at the back end of this leg, and I'm gonna follow this right up. But instead of going right on the very edge here, I'm coming in just a little bit to meet my other cut, right there. Now I'm gonna do the same on this leg, from back here to here, and then I'm gonna take this tail all the way down the middle. All our other cuts are made. For the tail, the biggest thing is to make sure, again, you wanna use a super sharp knife, because you don't wanna come off the center of that tail. So I'm taking this tail right down the center and all the way up right there. So you can see where I've gone with this tail. Then I'm gonna turn it around and I'm gonna come all the way down. And again, I'm staying right in the center of this cat, which is the white side. And I'm gonna go all the way down to the very tip. So now what's cool, it's a little different with a mountain lion. Unlike a coyote or a fox where you can just ring it and pull it right out, there's a lot of fat attached. A lot of fat attached on this mountain lion tail. They use that as a rudder. And I'm sure this cat was using that as a rudder once it jumped. What?
To stay on the branch.
That's right. It was using it as a rudder to stay up in the tree. And it also uses it as a rudder when it jumps up on an elk, like your elk that it killed. It was using that tail, I'm sure, to help hold on almost. But you can see how much muscle is in that tail. So literally, I'm gonna have to skin that whole tail out. Those are the cuts that you need to make a beautiful rug out of a mountain lion. That's your Outdoor Edge tip of the week. And I'm using the razor blades, which is pretty handy because all I need to do to replace a blade when this one gets dull is push one little button right there, blade pops out, and I slide a new one in. All right, you ready to finish this up, buddy?
Heck yeah.
All right, this blade's still sharp, so I'm putting it back in.
You know, mountain lions are beautiful animals that, thanks to the Game Commission, are doing great. In some places, I tell you, I think they're doing maybe a little too great. But it was great to take a couple of them off the ranch. Hey, stay tuned next week for some more exciting predator hunting.